Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Dungeon Keeper 2. Today we're going to be continuing our campaign into, gonna be honest, I haven't actually played in a while. I don't actually remember what we were doing. We're going to go to this though. Ooh, this one. Alright, so, in order to win here, we have to get all the gold in the land. If we get all the gold, Avaricious will come out to fight us directly. Today we get to learn how to build workshops, which is awesome. And this is also a very fast level, so I might even be able to record like a couple of them. He's in his hole. Excuse me. Oh, we see a magical item right off the bat. I remember that one's defended by some traps, though. Alright. First thing I like to do on this map, mine out all of this. Get all of it immediately. Your imps are going to claim it. That's just a little bit of extra. Oh, I'm going to hit M so I can have a thing. I can't move my hands super fast, or else my microphone will fall down, which is not great for me, honestly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I find it best to make rooms 5 by 5 all around. You guys know how this game works at this point. You've played like 2 levels, or rather, I've played 2 levels. Hopefully you guys are playing this game. It's on GOG for like, I don't know. I bought it for like $7 when it was on sale, and it's been worth every penny. Yeah, and we got our portal up here. Way up here is Avaricious's fort. We can't see it yet, but let's talk about traps for a second. I'm going to give you the explanations right off the bat. See how this is grayed out because it's telling us we don't have a workshop. We don't have anything where to build this. Yeah, we know. Okay, we're going to talk about that in a second. So, okay, thank you. Anyway, I think that's Richard Writings who's the voice for this. Anyway, the wooden door, you can put this anywhere in any space between 2 walls, right? And then you can click on it to lock it. It'll be a wall, basically. It's nice. It won't open for enemy creatures, but you can also make it so it won't open for allied creatures. Here, a little... Oh, I guess we need a workshop first to make it work. Here, get this one first so we can... Oh my gosh. And now that we have a workshop, we can build a door. And click it right there. See? This is blue. That's because it's a blue print. Yeah. Anyway... This is a door. It's a fortification. Your creatures will be able to go through it. If you click the door, they won't be able to, or it'll lock it. You'll be able to see the lock on the thing. Anyway, this makes it so that, like, if you want to lock your creatures in until they're finished with a task so they don't get distracted, you know, by food or sleep, you can do that. And then we have the sentry trap. It's a cannon that it requires mana to uphold, or for upkeep, but it shoots every couple seconds. This is a treasury. It just lets you store extra gold at a rate much more efficiently than normal. Costs 200 to build, right? But it can store 3,000 gold. I like to build one around my dungeon heart when it's a mission set up like this, with all of the doors, unless you want to build a bunch of doors in between to build a fortification. I prefer it like this, since if they're at my dungeon heart, I'm already doing last stand stuff. Anyway, these spaces, see how they hold 1,000 gold before they cap out? These ones hold 3,000. It's much more efficient. In either case, I should probably start focusing on the level and build us a lair 5. I played a little bit last night just to get back into it. I haven't recorded in a bit. School's been a wreck. Sorry about that. I'm obligated to apologize. Although I don't feel like there was too much I could do about it. Alright. In either case, we are going to build us some last 2 rooms. Avaricious, while he hides in his fort, he will actually start sending critters at you. Or like dwarves, and we actually get a new class here, the rogue, or not a rogue, a thief, who will occasionally show up and steal your gold. I don't find them particularly dangerous, honestly. They're not too bad to deal with. They are more dangerous than dwarves, but that's not a high bar in the slightest. I'm going to drop them here so they fix their task and get to work. You're not doing anything except reinforcing walls. Reinforcing walls is kind of not that useful, honestly. I mean, it can be if you know what you're doing, but it's generally not, especially at the start like this. Since they're not going to take that back, see, this one can hold 3,000 gold. I'm going to drop that back. Oh, another neat strategy with the treasury. You can put it on a 1x1 tile like this, meaning that, like, in the space between rooms, you can use that to hold gold. Anyway, if you're not going to, you can either use that or you can use doors, really. I prefer using it as a treasury. I'm sorry, there is a gnat, which is currently annoying me. Oh, man. The Firefly is basically just a scout. It has virtually no combat ability. It will scare things and then run. Go away, gnat. Ah. It will. I wasn't done. I'll talk about you later. Okay, so anyway, I find. Shut up. We're done. Whatever, I'm going to ignore you, Richard writings. Anyway, the Firefly is an utter wimp. It scouts when it can, alright? It has virtually no combat abilities, and will basically never fight. They'll run away from fights they can win, and the fights they can lose. The problem with this, though, is that they still get into fights. They'll scout the area, and in their scouting, they'll run into somebody. And then they'll start the encounter and start dragging them with them. Probably into creatures who are doing important things. I don't like Fireflies. There are some uses for them late game, which I'll get into when we unlock the temple. But overall, I find them a waste. I'll leave this one around so that you guys can see them. If you like a scout unit or a Firefly, you can keep a couple of them around. I still do not suggest leaving them in any sort of high number. In either case, we need to get building on gold. See, and then we get the trolls. Trolls are actually pretty excellent fighters. They've got solid defensive stats and can take a lot of damage. The problem is that they are total wusses. They'll take a little bit of damage, and they'll flee immediately, and that's not okay by my standards. If you need traps, get traps, but I don't like these guys. I would much rather have the other trap-creating guys that we'll unlock later. See, we've now gotten this area, and I am actually going to set up some stuff for sieges. Yes, we heard that already. Anyway, I'm going to build a door here so that I can lock my Firefly. Ooh, we now have some dwarves. We got some dwarves. Go get them. Mess them up. Get them. Yep, okay, that was easy. The problem is that your imps will run away from fights like 99% of the time, which is not always good because you kind of want them on standby to capture corpses later. Anyway, I am going to choose this one right here. This one's going to be the one that we don't take. If we take this one, Avaricious will show up and we'll fight him. Alright? Everything else is fair game. Alright? Good job. In either case, we don't have anything to do with the dwarves right now. Oh crap, I forgot to build a hatchery. Oh right, I had this whole zone mined out for him. Thank you, Richard Writings. You've been useful once so far. Alright. Zoom to the battle. I can right-click on this to zoom to it. Ugh, whatever. Here, let's have the fireflies fight him this time. See? They barely fight. And then they wuss out and leave. Don't stick around. And it'll probably be a better example when we get, I don't know, something else. I don't know. They've actually been fighting this episode, which is not great for my explanations, because I hate them. I should probably get on my spells as well. Summon some more imps. Man, I am really out of it right now. Oof. Alright. I need to expand my hatchery just a little bit, because I screwed up. I will be expanding it through a wall. Let's go deal with this fight. Oh, it's just a level 2. Goblin Patrol, on it. Oh, hey look, he runs away. What a wimp. Let's bolt him. Oh, well, guess that's done. Yeah, if you notice, all of these adventures are also tending to drop gold when they die, which is good, because that means that you're taking all their gold out. Ooh, here we have a sentry trap. This is a sentry trap. The enemies have these too. It's a cannon that's that's based on magic, right? Anyway, let's... Oh, if you right-click on them, it zooms to them. I'm sure I mentioned that before. Yeah, it's currently shooting at my imps, which is scaring them off. Get on them. Get on them. What a wimp. Get on them. Break the thing. Break the thing. Row, row, fight the power. Get them. Get them. Yeah, these sentry traps are guarding things that we want. Mainly Avaricious' fort. Anyway, everybody go home. Now our imps can take it over. Oh. Hey, here's a rogue. Or a thief, sorry. Rogues are different. We'll get them later. We're going to electrocute him. Oh, he's dead. Yep. What is that thumping? Ooh. Here we get another new room. The Hero Gate. Alright? Heroes teleport in here. This is a spawn point for them. But, if you capture every space surrounding it... Nice. If you capture every space around it, it'll blow up. So... Oh crap, that's Avaricious. You're not supposed to be out of your house. What are you doing? Dude, go home. Alright, you know what we're gonna do? Since he's so adamant about showing up and wrecking our day. Oh my gosh. We're gonna... Nope. We're gonna go ahead and seal. And everybody in. Okay. Now, what do we want? We're gonna do some tightly coordinated assaults. Stop fleeing. We've got work to do. Get on it. Trolls, you too. If we break the Hero Gate, we stop their assaults. So... Stop! Yeah, okay, they're gonna break the sentry trap. I know, that's because I locked them in the door. Okay. Well, I may as well show off this mechanic now. If you have a creature picked up, like this firefly, this useless, worthless firefly, you can also toss it into the portal to trash it. Force them to leave. Since a portal can only let so many creatures through, throwing the ones you don't want back into the portal is kind of important, because then it'll replenish it. It'll let you re-roll for a new creature. Like, for example... I thought a new goblin showed up, but I'm missing him. Get him. Mess him up. Yay. Yay, destroyed it. Great. Okay. Alright. Let's do this again. Okay, you apparently... Oh my gosh. Stop picking fights. We've got work to do. Fine, guess we're gonna pick an imp that's not a wimp. Go. Okay. Now I need to get all of our imps in here. Who picked a fight? Let me guess, an imp ran in there. Most likely. Oh my gosh, are they getting pegged off by another one? You! Stop it! Stop claiming territory and get to work. God, this is so much easier once you have bridges. Just so you can kill them. Oh, look, you picked... You know what? You know what? Go in. We're gonna kill him. We're gonna beat the tar out of him. This is a knight. It's basically a mini Lord of the Land. Whatever. Here, come out and fight me. On the ground, dwarf. I'm gonna peg you guys off with whatever damage I have. You know what? Let's get an imp for bait. And everybody else. Everybody go in. Step onto the turf, you idiot. Not even gonna mine all the gold. Stop attacking the dwarf and attack Avaricious. Quit with the ads. Knock him down and stab him in the head. Stab him in the head. Not that hard. Can you get off of that? Here, we're gonna just knock him out. That's game. Ugh. Now Horny is gonna walk through water, which is going to make him incredibly slow. But at least we got another portal gem. Ugh. That's about the worst mispronunciation I could have done. Ugh. My gosh. This is a good Christian channel. What the heck? No, That kind of puts this whole choice of a game in question if this is supposed to be a good Christian channel. Whatever. Anyway, here's our new stuff. I'll, go to debriefing. You know how to get that. You don't know how to get the magical item, whatever. That's an actual thing you can do later. You can turn things into chickens. That's a post-game spell. Yeah, but that's the only special there. Okay. Well, that's done. So, let's go to the next level. With time. Yeah, okay, we should have time to do one more in this session. Well, anyway, thank you guys for joining me. It's been a wonderful time. Be sure to come back for the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm pretty sure that's the thing you're supposed to do. And have a nice day.